Jessie J, welcome to Romania again.
Thank you for having me again.
We're really happy you're here, and
too.
I can hardly wait your concert tonight.
Me too.
Now, this is not your first time in Romania, and I noticed that you're wearing the Romanian flag.
I am.
How come?
Because I wanted to wear a designer from Romania. I love Romania. I love representing wherever I am, and just kind of learning more about the culture, the designer, the people, the fans, the energy here. This is by Tatiana.
Perfect Romanian.
Kalinaki, I was just practicing that before.
Yeah.
And she's actually designed what I'm wearing this evening as well.
Wow.
And she's made something for me.
So you're actually wearing on stage clothes by a Romanian designer, which is
Yes.
something wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I'm going to be here in Romania. I want to show my respect and my appreciation.
That is something that we'll be thankful for. Now, moving on, I noticed that you're really involved into The Voice Kids.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, is this involvement, does it have something to do with your background? Because you also started your career as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, my first professional job was when I was 9. And I have kids on my team that are 9. And I think it's really important for me to really take them under my wing and really understand how they're feeling and know that I've been there and I've done it. And, you know, and in some moments you can't control how a child feels, and you can be there for them, but they have to go through their own journey. But it's important to know, for them to know that they're not on their own and they have someone that has done what they're trying to do and can give them advice. So yeah, it's super important, and I'm very protective of their emotions and just everything that they're going through, because it's a very intense experience to have so young.
Does it come at a cost? Are important childhood moments lost if you begin your career really early?
No, I think that it's a very important thing that people around you, your family, your parents, your friends, stay very normal. You know, I think that anyone creative is a little crazy. I think that anyone that wants to be creative, and that's what makes us creative, is that we're a little crazy. So I think that it's, again, one of the reasons I wanted to be part of The Voice Kids is because I know that I can enable the dream, but also enable the normality that has to run alongside it, so that you don't lose your way and forget to be 9. Because you need to be 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 and be a child and not feel like you have to grow up too soon.
I'll take you way back now to 2008, I think, the time when you opened up for Cyndi Lauper as a young artist. And I wanted to ask you if you think that opening up for a major artist is a must-go-to stage for any artist that wants to be successful in their life.
I think that going through almost like the levels of anything is important. I think that a lot of musicians now that see Instagram and they see a lot of things being very quick, and like the expectation has become bigger and the hustle has become less, that I feel like artists need to always remember that you have to do the baby steps and like bit by bit by bit. For me, it was a huge learning platform to be able to go out and watch Cyndi Lauper, Chris Brown, Jules Holland, the Sugar Babes. Who else did I support? Neo. God, I went out with so many different people before. You know, I did my own tour, and I learned from watching them and how their tour ran and all the people that were around. And you have to be a sponge and soak up the information.
Being on stage as a world artist right now, you have great influence on the people listening to your music, but also listening to what you have to say. How do you use this influence off stage?
Me on stage and me off stage are the same person. I'm very honest, I'm very emotional. I try to be as inspiring as I can to my friends, family and my fans. It's all equal, it's not, I don't turn it up to be Jessie J. I think it's important to tell a story and not just make noise. In my opinion anyway. Mark, sorry, sorry. You can go in my dressing room if you want. Sorry, because I get distracted. I have really bad focus issues.
That's no problem.
And I just think it's important to have a line between being an inspiration and not feeling pressured to be something that someone else wants you to be. So for me, over the years, I've had my ups and my downs, but when there's that many people looking at you, you know, for me, I hold a responsibility of wanting to inspire. That doesn't mean I'm always going to get it right, but it means that the core of me is there trying to. So I like to say something that isn't just about me and me improving my life, that I'll take a situation that I've lived and put it into a song that anybody can take what they need from it, so that music spreads.
That is an amazing answer.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a bit about Rose, which is your newest album, but which is actually a group of 4 separate EPs, each
Yes.
with a concept.
Yes.
Where did you get that idea? I think it's a first. I don't recall anybody doing it before.
No, so I always like to do things that people have never done, and I wanted to do this. For me, obviously, releasing an R&B album was something I'd never done before. You know, and I wanted to kind of ease people into it. I felt like if I'd have just put it out as one thing, that I don't think people, as much as they had done how I did it. So every day I released one section, ROSE, realizations, obsessions, sex and empowerment. 4 words, 4 feelings, 4 emotions that I kept going back to on the journey between 25 and 30. And realizing all the things that were good and bad about my patterns in my personality, in my team, in my life, in my relationships with different people in my life, the obsessions of what I wanted to change and become and be in my dreams. And sex was more about being feminine and also being sexual and being proud of who I am, my body, being a woman, my strength. And then empowerment was using all of those lessons and nurturing them into something that can fulfill the next stage of my life. And I wanted to put those songs out to the world. It wasn't an album that I felt like so much elevated my career. It was an album that elevated my energy and my vibration as a human, which I know will then be able to elevate my career.
Because it's honest. In your opinion, what is the best song in the world for having sex?
Oh wow. This is when I say pony. No, the best song for having sex. Depends what kind of sex.
That's a good point.
What kind of sex?
The best kind.
Baby Shark, no. Probably anything Marvin Gaye.
What is the best advice that you ever got in your life, and who gave it to you?
My mum and dad always give me the best advice. I'll say one of each. My mum said to me, when one door slams in your face, you'll get a no. It doesn't mean it's the end. It just means you have to keep searching for the one that's for you. And my dad, when people were mean to me when I was a kid, and it's something that I've carried throughout my whole life and I've shared as much as I can, especially with the kids on The Voice, is when someone's mean to you, it says more about them than you.
Okay, just one final thing. Do you know anything about Romanian traditional music?
No, tell me. I was listening to it on the way here.
I'm not going to tell you. We have here an ambassador of Romanian culture and tourism, and who is an artist of pan flutes.
Oh my God.
And he's going to play some Romanian traditional music for you.
Okay.
This is Nicolae Voiculeț. I'll just let him sit here. And if he's going to play some music for you, if at any time you want to chip in and maybe improvise some vocals on it, if you feel like it, okay. Just to prove that music is really a universal language.
Okay.
I've been playing music for the past 4 years.
4 years?
40.
Oh, 40. I missed out a good 36 years there, sorry.
But this instrument is almost the oldest instrument on earth, 6,000 years.
Wow. How many songs can you play on it?
Many. From Baroque, classic, sacred, folklore.
But we're going to keep it traditional and short, I promise.
Okay.
But it's very simple. You see, you blow and the sound goes up. It's in G major.
Okay. That's so cool.
Simple.
How cool is that? I want one.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, I want to go and get one.
I'll play a little song for you.
Okay.
It's from northwestern part of Romania.
Okay. So much skill. No, don't stop. I'm like, I don't want to speak. I'm like, don't stop.
But the vibration.
That's so, yeah.
I'm afraid. I have to move on, I'm afraid.
Okay, no problem.
No, go, yeah, go. So good, well done. No, I can't do it justice. It would just be embarrassing.